Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. The dream team are back. The two boys are back. We've a busy day today as well. This episode, Thursday, 6 o'clock. Thanks to everybody that's been liking, sharing and subscribing. What a couple of weeks me and you have had, Aaron.
A whirlwind, an adventure.
An adventure. We have done so much separately and together.
Couldn't write it in a movie, Andrew.
And we're back now. I'm so excited to see you.
Yeah.
And also
good.
excited to leave you later because I'll have had my fill of you.
It's a long day for both of us.
We have a long day. We are heading out to Stormont after this podcast this morning.
To turn ourselves in. It's about time.
We've got a couple of guns tied to the car. We're going to go out.
Yes.
We're going to finally do a bit of fucking work out there,
right. That's right. I have a machete tied to my arse.
No, we're going out to Stormont because we are interviewing the leader of the Alliance Party, Naomi Long.
There we go. Isn't that exciting? And
Michelle hasn't replied to the email.
But listen, we're slowly seeping in there.
We're getting in. We're infiltrating NI politics.
Exactly.
We're running as an MLA. But anyway, listen, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Remember, tickets are available for the live show. We're down to the last 20 or so.
Oh, God.
If you want to come to the live show, Sunday, 4th of June at 3 o'clock, we will be having the Cork in the North t-shirts will be there.
Whoa, the debut?
The debut.
I haven't even been consulted, but I'm excited. I'm excited.
Cork in the North merchandise, Cork in the North mugs.
Wow.
You'll be able to buy on the day for cash.
Yeah, underwear. We're doing
underwear as well.
Thongs.
No, we're not doing thongs.
No? Okay. No. All right. Well, I'll be wearing one.
Whips
and chains.
We're
Cork in the North handcuffs. We'll also be wearing those later.
If anyone wants
to
come
see Naomi and
we'll be down to Kremlin.
Yeah.
Just because you're providing the official merchandise, Andrew, doesn't mean you're not making unofficial merchandise.
Oh yeah. I've already got counterfeit Cork in the North stuff going for a cheaper
cock
price.
in the mouth.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, good to see you. How have you been?
Man, you know me.
Well, listen. I have seen you. There's things I've seen him do over the last couple of weeks that have stayed off the internet because what he's been doing is a disgrace.
Andrew, my fingers are fucking. We're only slagging. We don't want to start this podcast all filthy because this is a nice time. This is a good time.
We're having a nice time. So you filmed your second special.
Filmed my second special. The special's all said and done, and the question I keep getting asked by people out in public is, when is it coming and when are we going to see it? Really? Or where's it going to be? Genuine? No, I went to Connor Keys and Mickey Bartlett's live podcast on Saturday in Mandela Hall, and loads of people hung about after, and the question was just like, when's it coming? When's it coming? Where's it going to be? Blah, blah, blah. I had to the weird thing is having to then sit and explain to half drunk people being like, well, there's a process where I have to have meetings and blah, 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 and they're just like, but when can I see it? And I'm like,
are you paying for it? Are you paying for it? Are you paying for it?
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Then wind your neck in.
Exactly, it'll be there when it's there, and wherever it goes, it goes. I do have to have, the next coming months, for anyone that is interested, I'll just be having a bunch of meetings with different production companies, different networks and things like that. If you work for a production company, give me a shout if you're interested.
If you work for Netflix, HBO, Comedy Central, RTE, BBC, Channel 5, History Channel,
TVX, you know what I mean? Pornhub,
TVC, Pornhub.
Absolutely. I'll take any distributor at this point.
Al Jazeera, Al Qaeda, ISIS,
Kazakhstan TV, whatever.
North Algerian religious station.
I'll happily be big over there.
Moroccan carpets.
We will take Moroccan carpets. We will take anywhere.
Fox News.
Yep. No, not going there. Whoa, that's too far.
I'd rather go ISIS than Fox News.
Yeah.
At least ISIS have a plan.
Exactly. At least they say the news like it is, fairly.
I can't believe.
So we're only slagging.
What are you joking?
Basically, what I'm saying is, you'll find it'll be a few months from now, and then I'll have some news about it. But it's in the can. It's in the bank. Very excited about it. I showed you a preview of it.
It looks fantastic.
I have to say, when everything was leading up, I wasn't too much thinking about it. Like, even when I said to you, you were like, oh, do you think about the cameras at the gig and stuff? And I'm like, I don't really see them because my generation, or just the way I was brought up, I'm used to cameras. I'm used to people just shoving a camera.
Fellas filming and stuff.
Yeah, I'm used to glory holes. I'm used to bathhouses. I'm just from a different generation. But yeah, so that bit I wasn't really thinking about, and it was only when it was all said and done, the dust settled, and then I started putting the footage together and importing. I was like, oh, this is cool. Now it
looks great.
This is
it looks very good.
This is something that I can stand by and be like, this is an achievement. this is like something I can like. This is like almost like a bit of my own history, just right here in this little.
I was going to say like your grandkids can look at it, but there won't be any grandkids.
No, they can't. No, not unless it's the ones that are just living in my bollocks for eternity, because that is all. There'll be a gleam in the eye and nothing else.
But your mum was there. I met your mum again the second time on the second night. Your mum's great crack.
Oh, like I said to you before, you even met any of my family. I have the best family.
Yeah, and your dad was away. He was working the Bruce Springsteen concert.
He's working at Bruce. I mean, don't say he's on the double 100. Don't be working. No, I'm joking. He was working there, and but he came to the first night. He loved it too. I had other family came to the second night. My mum, after every show, would be like, "That Andrew fella's great, isn't he?" He would go, "Oh, you dirty." See, Mum. See what he does, Mum.
Is your mum a fan?
My mum's a huge fan.
Is she?
Do you know what? The next time you do a solo, I'm going to get her to go to your solo show, because she just didn't get to this time. But she would really enjoy it, I know.
Yeah.
But she, you have to give a lot of credit to Andrew for my success, because you really set the tone of the night.
Yes.
As the MC, and I am very lucky that I get to have access to you being able to do that for me, and it was very, very.
He has access to me.
I have access to you.
I wouldn't do that for a lot of people.
You wouldn't do that for a lot of people. I know you wouldn't. But the fact you did for me meant a lot to me, and I am very aware that without you doing that, I would not have had as good of a special that I ended up with. So
that's very nice to say.
So thank you very. No, but I do mean that, and you also made an effort to go talk to my mum beforehand. And you, I know for your own, it was for your own selfish, disgusting reasons.
Oh, your mum's a fine woman.
My mum is a saint. I'll have you know.
She's a lovely woman, and she's a good laugh. But do you know what I found really strange? Not strange, but some of the jokes that you do in your show are filthy.
Oh, absolutely.
But your mum is sitting on the third and fourth row,
loving it.
Please explain to me,
loving it,
how you can do that and knowing that your mum is there.
Yeah, I think I've had words with her beforehand where I'm like, look, everything you're hearing here, like,
has happened.
Yeah. We, as comedians, we flip and exaggerate a lot of the stuff. So, like, if you hear me saying something where, like, oh, I went on a date and flipping fingered this many fellas, that didn't happen, probably. Or did it? But I'm just covering all bases here. The shout out to John. I don't know who John is, but I'm just shouting him out. Yeah. See you later in the Kremlin. But but she gets it. She understands it's like part of the act, and it's all like. Now, what I will say is she brought one of her friends, Maria. There, shout out to Maria, who's like a lifelong family friend, has known me since I was born, and God bless Maria. Maria had. She had to really. It was. She was in the horrors that night, having to listen to some of it.
She's shocked with some of it.
She was quite shocked, but she also was like, "Oh, very good," but wow, that gets.
But in her eyes, you're probably just still a baby.
I'm still a baby. Yeah,
the thing is, when family come and see you, they're not real audience members.
I know, but I will say my family are good audience members, and they laughed a lot, and they got it, and they understand the whole shtick behind it. And it was good, man. And then we went and we filmed your special at the Black Box.
Oh, what a night.
What about that? That was fun, wasn't it?
Jesus Christ. I mean, I really, really enjoyed it. I was so nervous, man. And I get nervous, but I think that was the most nervous I've been for many, many years. Now, I didn't think I let it show that much.
No.
But I was so anxious.
Yeah.
And once I got the first laugh or two, I settled down. And then do you know what it was? I probably could have done with 2 nights.
Mate, I'm telling you now. So when I went into my shows originally, I was like, I'll just film the first night. Hopefully the first night's good enough where I don't have to film the second night so I can save a bit of money. As soon as I did the first night, I was like, I got to film the second night. I knew. But
I'm still very happy with mine.
No, and look, I was there for yours and filmed it, obviously, and listen, you've some great bits in there. You also, one thing I'm kind of envious of that your sort of shtick has is that not only will you have a great special from it, but you've also great outtakes from it that it like will be great clips. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but you know what I'm talking about, stuff happening, and audience members and stuff. Like again,
there was one gag, my favourite gag, which I'll just say it is I'm living in my house in North Down in the Unionist area, and my neighbour comes over to me and I'm doing a bit of painting, and the joke is I'm just doing a bit of painting outside my new house, just finishing off my Bobby Sands memorial.
Yeah,
and so that gets a big laugh, right? But when the audience laughed, I held the laugh, and I use my face a lot in comedy, so I was just like, you know, and I was kind of using the face to carry that. And the next line is, I think, is one of the strongest jokes in the show, which was, he goes, Andrew, what made you move up here to this part? And I said, I'm actually here because I'm part of the Sinn Féin relocation scheme.
Yep.
But as soon as I was saying it, this guy dropped the fucking glass.
Yeah. But
right on the punchline.
But man, the way you handle it is gold. Like, and it goes on for ages and ages and ages, but in the best way possible. And so I was, when I was recording your special, I was going, you could almost have two specials here. You could have one special that's the actual show, and another one that's just called the blooper special. Where
the amount of things that went wrong,
where it's just
is a special in itself.
But I think that would be great if you did like a little special mini version of that, and maybe you just put it on Patreon or something like that, and then you can release it as clips. But yeah, there was just something I was going, he almost has, like, he doesn't know it yet, but there's something. There's
two shows here.
There's the show, and then there's the show behind the show that is like. Yeah. Just something there.
So I think there was enough crazy things that happened. The guy that went to the toilet.
Yeah.
And I found out that he was a painter. He was in the toilet and he was there with his wife. Yeah. And then I got a load of information. And then as he was walking back to the toilet, I think I accused him that he'd owe me money or something.
Yeah.
But that's another chunk that could be in the
100%. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I might release all the bloopers privately to people who subscribe to the Patreon. Obviously the Patreon is suspended now to the start of July, as I'm learning is the radio and stuff like that. But yeah, we've both, so in the last couple of weeks between the two of us, 3 specials have been filmed.
3 specials.
3 specials. 3 comedy specials.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? For yours, when you were saying about like being anxious and stuff like that, was that because you knew the cameras were going to be there?
I knew that I had only one shot.
You only one shot, man. I swear to God,
you had 2 shots. I had 1 shot.
Well, even though I had 2 shots, you still think, what if I mess up both shots, or what if I was getting into the second one knowing sort of in my head, fuck, I got to get a clean set, because you were doing it in your spec, because you've obviously filmed stuff before, so you realise that when you only get 1 shot and you're doing stand up. You know, it's not like a sitcom or it's not like a sketch where you go, I will just retake it or I can do it better, blah, blah, blah. You can't retake a joke in front of an audience. It is like...
It just doesn't work.
It just,
But I got what I felt. I know when I came off that stage, I knew the bits I wanted in that special, and I think 95% of those bits went the way I wanted them to go.
Do you know what? When you see it, you'll be surprised too, because you'll be like, oh, fuck, this is actually all great. Because that's what I did. When I thought my first night wasn't really that great, then it turns out when I watched it back, half of the first night is in my full edited special, so it wasn't as bad as you ever think it is.
It's never as bad as you think.
Never as bad as you think, but it was good fun. Good fun.
And now we get to the point now where this is what I've decided to, because I've had a few people message me online. They're like, when are you gigging in Dublin? When are you doing this? I'm like, this is what's happening now. I'm just doing the radio.
Yeah.
I'm doing a few gigs here and there.
Yeah.
My show is going to be edited. I'm going to think about all that. I am basically doing fuck all.
Yeah.
I had...
Compared to what you used to do,
I was doing 6 to 8 flights a month.
Yeah.
I'm now down to 2 flights a month.
That's great.
Between now and October.
That's the way it should be.
I am off. I have 6 weekends off in a row in the summer.
Great.
I'm just doing the radio.
Great.
And all I'm doing this summer is writing a new show.
That's the dream.
And then from September to Christmas, I'm going to test out the show. Mm-hmm. I'm going to start putting on small new gigs, £3 in. Just want 30 people.
That's nice.
Hire a small room. Say, look, 30 people. Do you want to come and just let me talk for an hour and a half? And I'll figure a show out. And then in 2024, I'll go on tour. Then I'll obviously film it in 2024 again. Mm-hmm. Rinse, repeat. Keep going. And then doing the radio Monday to Thursday. So this summer, I am just, I'm releasing clips, podcast clips, radio, and a few gigs here and there. But they're all at my website, andrewryancomedy.com. But they're club gigs.
Fun, yes. Do the Empire, the usual.
Do the stuff close to my house, Right. We've had to change microphones because one of the mics has basically collapsed on us.
So don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
Don't be scared.
We've changed microphones. We're back on the podcast. So yes, Aaron.
Our beautiful voices are still intact.
Beautiful,
Andrew.
We're back. We filmed the specials.
Filmed their specials.
And that's what the summer is looking like.
Good.
Good.
My summer is filled with travel. Good bit
Where are
of
you
travel.
going? What's the crack?
I go to Barcelona next month to deliver one of my
Keynote speeches.
award-winning keynotes.
So is this another fucking bullshit? Like, hey,
Andrew,
this is what you need to do.
Andrew, please don't refer to my work as bullshit.
So what's the speech this one about?
Who knows? I'll
You
see.
don't know.
I have to have a Zoom meeting with the client soon, Andrew, to just get the themes, ideas, general topics of conversation they'll want to have in there, and then I'll implement that into what I do in my learnings and in my teaching.
Are you going to circle back?
No, there's no circling back. We circle forward, Andrew, in my industry, and we're going to...
What is your industry? This is the most vaguest industry.
Andrew, we don't know.
What you do? I'm working in strategic planning and development.
Exactly.
In what? In areas of... in areas of synergy.
Yeah.
What is that? It's all about the construction of communication and building of trust. In what? It's about... I was like, what is it?
Someone's took one of my courses.
What is it?
I like that.
Do you know what? I can see you on TikTok now in a couple of months going like, sign up to my want to be a top class
sunburn, big suit on, shoulder pads out like this,
couple of women on your arm. Just be like this kind of guy. Do you want to be as successful as me? Pay me 5,000 and I'll give you 1-to-1 tuition.
Unlock the secrets today.
Unlock the secrets today. You gotta pay. Like fucking 200 quid.
Aye.
So you're going to Barcelona. Where else are you going? I'm going to Greece.
Very good, yeah. But you're going for a holiday, aren't you?
Going to Rhodes. Very nice. I'm going to Rhodes.
You've been before, haven't you?
To Rhodes.
To Greece? No?
Oh, when I was 18, I went to Corfu.
I didn't. I thought.
But I'm going to... I was in Cyprus last year.
Yeah, for a wedding.
For a wedding.
I'm going... a lot of money for.
I paid a lot of money for that. It was a good wedding, though, I must say. And they've just had a baby.
Well, that was worth it then.
So fair play to them, Sabine.
That's because of you.
They've had a baby.
Because you were there.
Yeah, because I was there. I helped.
They were like, yeah, you let it in. Yes, you inspired them. So you
I was like, a bit to the left.
Your aim's just a wee bit off. Wee bit off, trust me. So yeah, you're going to Greece.
I'm going to Rhodes. Now we're staying. So this is me now, right? So
we say we, you mean me and you.
Yeah, me and Julie, right? So I found this 4-star
right
apartment complex.
Okay.
So I looked at the 5 stars. So if you go for a week, the 5 stars were all like 2,700, 2,800. That's like £2,700. I ain't paying that.
That's a lot of mortgages.
You're absolutely mental.
Yeah.
So I was like, we can't go. So we went down to 4-star. So then 4-star was coming in at like 1,200, 1,300, 1,400.
Much more reasonable.
But I got level 3 with Booking.com.
Okay.
Which means I get up to 10 to 15% off some places.
Okay.
Anyway, I found this place, and it was like 1,600 quid. But I ended up getting it for 1,430 or something.
Lovely.
With my cheeky little discount.
Isn't that a dream?
So it's near Faliraki, but it's out of season. So it's apparently September is really a good time to go to Greece. But it's everyone's clubbing season's over, so that all the 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds will be gone back to college. I hope. I hope and I pray that they're all gone back.
Yeah.
And then we're staying. We got a room in this place, and you know when you go onto the booking, you can go double bedroom, deluxe. And it goes up in grades: junior suite, junior deluxe suite.
Yeah.
Then it goes. We got a deluxe, double bed deluxe with private pool.
That's a nice little
for
touch.
1,400.
Is it a wee balcony pool?
Yeah, and it's overlooking the gardens and stuff like that. And I read all the reviews, and the reviews were brilliant.
Good.
Like the shitty reviews are all stupid stuff. Oh, we didn't get a fresh towel on one of the days.
Yeah.
Like, don't mind that.
Yeah.
That's just stuff
That's the review I leave.
That's the review you leave. But, once there's no construction going on, once all the bars and restaurants are open, and the reviews are all 3.5, 4 stars, then that suits me. It all comes down to everyone's individual taste. I don't trust TripAdvisor reviews as much.
No. I think you just have to go on. The TripAdvisor, you basically go on if it's like, if the amount of good ones outweigh the bad ones, you're fine,
Oh yeah, but like but when you see somebody leaving a 2-star review,
but that's
and the 2-star review is the kitchen was closed at midnight. But you're a fucking idiot.
My room was too far away from my car.
Even though I did ask for a room in a quiet area. You fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
You fucking dildo.
There was 4 mints on my pillow and I only like 3 mints on my pillow at night time.
The bed was too soft.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
I prefer goose feather and this was duck feather.
We were in Greece and there was a lot of Greek people. There's people out there
I had to get a plane.
There was too much sand on the beach. Do you know what I find is that people who go on holidays and stuff like that is like, you go, we paying for this. Yeah, but you know what? You also pay for everything else in life. You like just because you pay fucking like a grand to stay somewhere for a week, like you'd still pay a grand to stay for a week in a Jury's Inn.
Oh,
and that's not going to be perfect.
In Belfast,
so like I say to people like, you're away. Yes, there's going to be problems. They're not going to be able to cater for everything that you need. The fact that you're away and you're drinking a pint of fucking lager for €3, that's a win.
For you, it is. Yes.
Oh, Cam, I've already googled. You know what the first thing I said?
I know it is.
I'm going to a place that has pints under €4. I said I'm not going on holiday to a place that has pints over €4.
You Google that and it just gives you a list of places to go. It's like Greece, Afghanistan,
Iraq,
and you're like, look,
listen, I know Afghanistan, but it's on the way up.
yeah, Julie, look, fucking hear
it's
me
vibrant.
Out.
It's vibrant. It's a vibrant area. Sean, your producer Sean, ladies and gentlemen, got married 2 weeks ago.
Sorry to hear, Sean.
What a mistake.
God's sake.
But he's here. He's 2 weeks into his marriage. Now, Sean, you are going on holiday soon. You are going on your honeymoon. So tell us where you're going, when you're going, and who you're going with.
Well, me and the wife.
Oh, right.
yeah, to be fair, Andrew, that's
you never know. I wanted to catch him out there. He might have had a girlfriend.
Yes, see, Andrew.
See what I was doing. See what I was doing there. I just wanted. I love how he's now like. It used to be like, yeah, well, I was talking to Nicole. Now Nicole is gone. It's now so my wife and I. Do you tend to say? Are you saying wife a lot more now?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
It's what?
It's creeping in. I was going to the cinema and I was like the other day. I was like, what are you doing tonight, man? I was like, just me and the wife going to the cinema.
Me and the wife. I wanted some. Who said that to you? The wife. Or
be weirder if he said it less. Now that he was married, he's like.
So when you say, if I met Nicole for the first time, would you be like, Andrew, this is my wife Nicole, or Andrew, this is Nicole? What do you put in wife?
I'll say my wife.
You gotta say wife. Yeah.
You're happy. How was the day anyway?
I was fantastic.
Is that mic close enough? Is it okay? Yeah. Was the day good?
The day was brilliant. I was
because I spoke to your brother, and this is word for word verbatim what Paddy said. Right? Paddy came into Q Radio, and I said to him, "Well, Paddy, how was the wedding?" He went, "I was good. Yeah, no fights."
No fights.
That's like I was expecting the worst. Like, to be honest with
you. Were you expecting a fight at your wedding?
Fights or like people being kicked out for.
Are we talking like midnight when the drugs?
Yeah, just I was expecting
West Belfast
all
wedding,
sorts of shit, to go wrong. But everybody was well behaved. Like nothing really went to shit. You know,
go.
Good.
So there was no fires.
No fires.
And Nicole had a good day.
Brilliant day.
Was she happy? Yeah, you buzzing.
The two of us, we never left the dance floor all night. Like
really,
isn't that
amazing? Isn't
that a beautiful thing?
They never left the dance for a while. His mates were going around fleecing the fucking hotel.
Yeah. Doing lines of coke off the toilet, fighting each other. You just didn't see any of it. You were on the dance floor. It was all happening around you.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm delighted, man. I'm delighted.
Yes, we're very happy for you.
It looked like a really good day as well, and I'm buzzing that you had it right. And it all went to plan. Yeah. That's the most important thing. Do you know what? It's all about just the two of them. No one gives a fuck.
It's all about. It's not about me and Andrew.
It's not about us.
You and Nicole.
So you're going on your honeymoon when?
On the 1st of June.
Selfish.
Where are you going?
Selfish.
So you missing the live pod?
I'm missing the live
Selfish.
pod.
Fucking hell.
Divorce
tickets are available.
Bastard.
Divorce
tickets are available. Turncoat, mate. He's took the soup.
He's
took the soup. When he's going on holiday, he's going Buckingham Palace for a week.
Here,
private audience with the king.
I did get invited to another garden party.
Why are you getting invited?
It's your second time invited to Buckingham Palace.
Not the Buckingham Palace this time, the Hillsborough Castle.
And who's hosting this one?
The Secretary of State.
Can I go?
No.
I'd love to go to that.
This is going to be a rude question. Who's our Secretary of State?
Who is the Secretary of State of Northern Ireland?
That is a good question.
Well, he fucking wrote to you.
He was the one that wrote to you. Who it is?
Maybe she. I don't know.
Oh, could be she.
Well,
we don't know.
We don't know. But whoever it is, anyway, put your name on the letters.
He, she, they, whatever.
So I'm going to Google it here now. Who the Northern Ireland Secretary of State is? Right.
I'm going to guess.
I think it's the guy with a double barrel name.
It's.
Who is the Northern Ireland Secretary of State?
Gay Byrne.
Jesus Christ.
So it was
Chris Heaton Harris. I told you it was double barrel. Chris Heaton Harris.
Yeah. Well.
So listen, I hope have a great holiday, man.
Yes. Where are you going?
America. So we're doing a few days in New York and a few days in Vegas and a few days in San Francisco.
So do you have to fly to all those places?
Yeah.
Oh, bollock.
I know.
And are you flying back from San Francisco to Dublin?
San Francisco to Heathrow.
And then Heathrow to Belfast.
Heathrow to Dublin.
Oh, mate, you're going around.
Heathrow to Dublin?
Where'd you go? Heathrow to Belfast?
It's just the way it worked.
And are you driving up from Dublin?
Yeah.
Is that where your car's going to be parked?
Yeah.
Jeez, I wouldn't leave it there, like. Especially on your honeymoon, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you all right? Oh, Andrews, this is what happens here every sort of time around this
Every
time
time
of
he
day.
mentions Dublin.
Every time you mention Costa, Andrew, he starts having panic attacks. He's swelling up here. He's
You
choking.
all right?
Yeah, it's all right. Look, it's here, yeah. Oh dear.
Do you know when it goes down the wrong hole?
Here every day.
Do you know when it goes down the
Every
wrong
day.
hole?
I know when it goes in the wrong hole.
I had a bit of coffee at the back of my mouth and I went down the wrong hole.
That's good. I never noticed you had a wee smick chain.
Hey.
Look at this wee smick chain.
Yeah.
Fresh out of
Smick
court
chain
jail.
Do you know what? That's a very important thing to me.
Do you know what? You're probably going to tell me it's something to do with your mother, and I'm going to
Yeah.
feel bad now. But either way, it's still
It's
funny.
on it is the the date my mum died. So yeah. So it's a chain with the date my mum died.
See,
So-
you're a bad person.
Oh, I knew it was going to be
Well,
something
listen,
like that.
relax, man. I don't give a shit. Like he didn't know.
Andrew, calm down. All right, just please stop.
He didn't know. It was
The-
no, it's got something to do. It's my mum. Yeah, it's the day
Yeah.
my mum passed away.
Sean, I knew, Sean.
So, Sean, are you in the red state car park or the blue state car park in Dublin Airport? Because the blue state car park, right? The thing with the blue one is
yes, let's talk about this.
the thing with the blue state car. I'd like to tell you about. I got in a big argument in Belfast International.
Of
Car
course
Park.
you
Did I
did.
tell you that?
I don't think so, but
Okay,
come
right.
back to it.
The blue state car park. It's in a different county. Like
It's the blue state. You may as well stay in
you
Belfast.
might as well not go on holiday.
You may as well drive up to Donegal.
You might as well drive to Donegal
You'd
and
get
walk
there.
back to the
'Cause
fucking airport.
You'd be there quicker, Sean. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you, right? Are you in the blue state?
I don't know.
All right. Well, if you book the car park for
I haven't
Dublin, yeah.
booked the car
Oh
park.
well, for 2 weeks that's going to cost you. Let's book it here from here now. Let's
Now,
see.
if you did the red, I'm going to guess.
We
if
might
you
get
did,
the air coach. We haven't actually decided yet.
He'll
Oh yeah,
probably-
you get the air coach. It's only 15 quid each,
Yeah.
and you get a USB socket.
Yeah.
What a
It
thrill.
means we have to leave Belfast at like 2 or 3 or something.
In the morning.
Yeah.
What day are you going?
Thursday.
Thursday what?
1st of June. 1st of June.
Mate, I'm going to Cork on Thursday the 1st of June. I'm passing.
Oh,
What time's your
I
flight?
wouldn't put you out like that.
But I'm going anyway. I'm past the airport anyway. What time are you going at?
I think our flight's at 9.
AM.
Yeah.
I'm on the radio till 10.
I was going to
mate.
say you're going to be on the radio. Yeah. I was
Hey,
thinking-
Q Radio, tune in 6 to 10 a.m. breakfast with Decky, Andrew, and Amy.
If you haven't seen the gratuitous amount of billboards all around the city, for fuck's sake, I can't turn a street corner
the only Southern
without
Irish-
seeing your fucking face being like, "Oh, I'm Google."
I'm
Hello.
the only Southern Irish guy on a poster in fucking Newton Ards, man. these times are changing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
There's fucking change coming, Ards.
Between election posters and fucking.
I'm the only
your
Southern
face.
Irish guy. I'm probably, even though I'm not Catholic, but I just pretend I am.
Yeah.
I'm the only Catholic guy on a poster in Newton Ards.
Yep.
How good am I? I'm on Newton Ards Road, I think.
The
most. I'm in between UVF flags.
Is that you out in
UDA,
Decky? Is Decky?
fucking. We're all fucking. I'm Newton Ards. I'm in between pictures of the King, and they
Yeah.
put me up there.
Yeah.
See,
People thinking down Cork that I fucking turned.
we paid all this money for the fucking peace process. We just needed to put somebody from Cork on the radio.
Just put me from Cork on the radio. Yeah,
Yep.
that's all it is.
The
Now I want to talk to you about something.
right.
Belfast International Airport.
Okay, tell me what
Car park.
Tell me what you got yourself into. Then
Right,
at
so this is
one.
what's happened. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm at Belfast International. My car's parked.
Lovely. Long stay or short stay, or
It's a long stay one, so it's
long stay.
$19.99.
You have to do a wee walk to that one now.
Yeah, it's only a couple of minute walk though. It's only a couple of
long
minutes
enough
walk.
now.
It's only a couple of minutes walk.
As long as
But
it's
I
short stay.
Have you ever parked up there, Sean?
Yes.
Okay, so imagine this. I get off my flight. I'm going back to my car. And as I go back to my car, I get into my car. My car is fine. And I reverse out of the actual space. Now, when you come out of the space, I should have turned left to go right up then to where the barriers are and turn left again and go back out. But I came out, and for whatever reason, the car next to me was a bit tight to me, so I had to reverse out a different way. So I said I had to turn right and do a loop. Okay? So as I turn right and do a loop, I notice a car kind of coming the same direction as me, coming right behind me. But I was like, there's no need for that car to be coming this particular way, unless he's made the same mistake as well. I thought, this is a bit of a coincidence.
Right.
I get up to the barrier, and as I'm going towards the barrier, I notice that this car is right up my hole. Okay? I get up to the barrier goes up. Your man is right up my hole.
Oh, he's trying to get out.
He's jumping the barrier.
Yeah.
He's got to use my barrier that's gone up. Anyway,
Which is very weird. Go ahead.
so I go forward, and then I realise this guy's trying to jump the barrier. So I just stop, and I got out of the car.
Right.
And I went up to him. I went, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm just in a bit of a rush to get to work. I went, when I ain't paying for your parking, I said, reverse it. I said, reverse it. I said, I'm not paying for your parking. I said, get back. Get back. And then he was like, oh, I'm just in a bit of a rush. I said, well, why should I have to pay for your parking? Why should I have to pay for your park? Why should I have to pay for his parking, Sean? I shouldn't have to.
No, you shouldn't.
So I now get out of my car. The guy's in his car. He said, oh, I have paid for it. I said, well, why don't you wait then? I said, reverse it. So anyway, I'm shaking at this point, like.
What time in the morning is this? Or,
oh, jeez, this is about 8 o'clock, like.
In the morning?
Oh,
okay.
I'm fucking not happy, like.
No, clearly. So
I
okay,
said
so
to
what
him,
happens next?
I said to him, pay for your parking. And then he produces his ticket. He goes, I have a ticket. I said, well, why don't you fucking pay for it? I said, I'm not paying for it. So he gets out of the car, big lad, like. And he's from Dublin as well. It was a D-Reg. It was Southern Irish. I was like, oh, here we go. It's worse, like. So I get back into my car and I lock the door. I just sit and wait.
Oh, my God.
So I'm sitting in my car with the barrier above me open, with him behind me. And now there's a queue forming.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not moving until he pays for his parking. So what he did was he turned up the car park. Instead of pre-booking, he pressed the button, got a white ticket. He went in and parked for however long he wanted to. Then he goes up to the barrier and instead of paying whatever it is, 60, 80 quid for whatever his thing is, he tries to tailgate me. And I ain't standing for it.
But when he goes to pay for it,
I shot myself and I drove off.
Why didn't you just go on through?
Because the barrier wouldn't have went down?
No, the barrier, at this point, the barrier is up. I'm halfway through it and he's halfway through it. So I'm saying to him...
See, I would scare the shit out of
So I said to him, you need to go back, right?
And he didn't reverse
and let
back.
the barrier come down, and then I would go, because he then has to deal with his own parking. But he wouldn't reverse back because he wanted to get out of my barrier. So he gets out, but he won't reverse the car back. So I thought, oh, he's gonna come at me now. So he had this white ticket. So he went up to to the ticket machine, and he stick the ticket in, and he was starting to get agitated at me then. And I got back in my car, and I was looking him in the mirror, and I thought, oh, I don't like this. I just got a feeling, so I just drove off.
See,
So I don't know. Did he pay for it and then just drive through, or did he pretend to pay for it and come under my barrier?
I think he probably didn't pay for it.
I don't think he paid for it.
I think he paid for it. And look, you're with. I think what you did was a noble and right thing to do. Here's where this guy went wrong. If I was this guy, this is what I do. You come to me and you go, "Fuck you!" You try and get my bar. I go, "Man, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't have any money anymore." And I just, when I got off that flight, my family just, they told me never to come. We've had issues with my dad, and
I think a guy driving a 2-year-old Audi has no money anymore.
I'd go, this isn't even my car. I don't. I just got.
Why?
I just got. This is a rental.
Why are you creating a backstory for someone you've never met?
This is a rental that my dad is his final thing he gave to me, but I have to bring this back, and I'm actually late to bring it back. And I just really.
That's a lie.
I've no other money in my account. And
he has loads of money. He's on holiday.
I wasn't. I was only. I was seeing my sick family. They're
not sick, mate. If you really cared about them, you'd be fucking with them.
No, but they don't want me to be with them anymore.
Do you know why? Because you're a thieving bastard.
No, it's because of the sickness, and it's because I give them all
you
know
my.
What?
You know what? You're pissing me off now. I did the fucking right thing there.
Really stupid thing to do nowadays. Like, it's not like
that's a very dangerous thing to do.
But here, do you want? With that said, look, I gotta be honest here. When I went to uni, and I went to University of Ulster, Jordanstown. Because when I went to Queen's as well. I mean, Queen's didn't have like paid parking. It was just like fucking, you
you arrive in a helicopter.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you get chauffeured. But then I go to, and you have to pay for car parking on the uni. And I was going, I'm already paying these fuckers thousands of pounds to do this course, and that they have the audacity to fucking charge every student. Do you know how much the uni makes off car parks? Like, it's scandalous. You think of the 1,000 students that go into that uni every day and all pay between £1 and £5 for the car park. Joke, absolute joke. So,
and the courses are shit.
And the courses are shit.
You can just Google it.
Look how fucking stupid I am. Anyway,
Google it. History. What happened?
Exactly. So I begrudged having to pay the car parking. So what I did first was I actually just found a street in the local area that people lived.
That was free parking.
There was just a street and you could walk up to Jordanstown. Then we got an email around the whole uni because of me. Because they went, whoever is parking their Skoda Felicia Estate, whatever name that is, in the local residence area, please stop doing it. And so I stopped doing it. But I was like, am I paying for it?
But you weren't committing an offence there, were you?
No, because you can definitely park there.
If the car is taxed and insured, you can park wherever you want.
But they were making a whole issue of it.
Yeah,
so
it's like a fancy area around there. So neighbours were probably like, "Oh, you're students."
Yeah, they're just. Do you know what it is? They're moaning bastards around that area.
Anyway, what street have I moved there?
Yeah,
sounds like
you'd fit right in.
Sounds like someplace I'd fit in.
You'd fit. But then all I did was I was like, fuck. But then it was, you know, then I would pay for parking, and then a guy in my class called Terry, I'm outing him now too. You're going to go to jail now, Terry, because this. He R.I.P. He would he said to me, I just drive under the barrier, and I was like, you can do that? He goes, aye. And I remember doing it the first day.
You drive under the barrier?
No, not. I mean, like you said, tailgate somebody so that you can just like swoop right out. And I did that for the remainder of my uni time. So yeah, I'm a criminal. Guys,
how old were you?
22, 21.
You know what? I'd let that go because your age.
Wouldn't do it now.
But the guy that was behind me in the airport, at least
story.
35.
The airports
at least 35.
Airports are way different as well. Uni, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a young guy who doesn't know any better.
I'd let that go. I'd let that go because of your age. But when you're 30 plus, cop yourself out.
And like in the airport, they're gonna have like CCTV. They're gonna know like the reg of every car that's in there. So like. Yeah. For him to do that, he would only be getting a fucking letter in a post.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, Sean. Yeah, he's going to get into. But I was very proud of myself for coming out of the car. Yeah. I was scared though. I've never as much as I whinge and moan and get upset about stuff. Yeah. I'm not very confrontational.
Yeah.
One thing the listeners on this podcast will know is that I tell you what I would have done.
Yeah.
What I would have done is my catchphrase.
I was expecting you to say at the end of it. That's what I wanted to do.
But what I did do was I went home.
I apologized to him.
I took his ticket. Bad things about him.
I took his ticket. I paid for him. I gave him it. I brought him home.
But I've had two incidences now at Belfast City Airport.
See, I've never had this
with taxi drivers saying the fares that I've been getting off. One taxi driver last week, I got into a cab outside the airport.
Yeah.
Got into a cab outside the airport. When I said to him where I was going, he said, "This is a crap fare for me." And I just looked at him and go, "Tough fucking luck, dickhead.
You should be,
Well, you're a taxi driver then if you don't like fares.
You should be like, this is a crap taxi for me. Drive on it, can't you?"
He actually said to me, this is a crap fare for me. I've been waiting here 2 hours and this is the fare I get.
I mean...
He said it to me. And do you know when he said it to me? He fucking looked back at me as well. He looked back at me and said it to my face.
Yeah, it should be like, life's
not
fair.
The taxi situation here is awful.
I'm telling you, yeah.
It is really bad these days.
Value cabs. And there's a couple of... I tell you something, value cabs are really good and phone a cab are really good, right? And I tell you something, they're a big need in society to get people home and get people safe, and they do a great job.
Absolutely.
But I tell you something, I'd say in every office and every job, there's always a tiny little fucking percentage of people that ruin it for everyone. And I can tell you, 99.9% of taxis that I've used with value cabs are absolutely top lads.
Yes.
They turn up, they're great guys. I always tip when I can. This guy, to blame me for the fare, I'm looking at him going, it's raining.
Yeah.
Like, the fare is normally $7.50, right? And I always give tenner. I always give a tenner. I give 25% tip, right? And the guy said to me, I've waited here 2 hours and this is the fare I get. Well, I didn't say anything to him. I was a bit like, well, that's just the way it is. I said, well, that's just the way it is. And I said, can you please drop me up there, please?
Yeah, sorry that I live close to the airport.
I'm sorry that you... Like, what's a good fare for you? Like, what's a good fare for you?
Crumlin.
Fucking hell, like.
And then see at night time... Like, if you're trying to get home, like, after a night out or something, and you're getting a taxi in the middle of town, and you say where you're going, those so-called good fares, where they're going a bit further out, they don't want those.
Because they can't get anything back in.
Because they can't get anything back in. Yeah. So then they'll complain, and they won't... You'll go up to taxi man in the middle of town and say, here, I really need a taxi home. They say, where are you going? Like an island, they're like, nah. Like, I'm waiting on somebody going to New Lodge.
Like, that's the... the taxi crisis in Belfast is an absolute shit. Like, all I ever hear from people on Saturday nights out in Belfast is, we have to leave before midnight because we're not getting home if we don't, like.
Well, I did an experiment last week. I was out with Julie. Jen and I were filming the special.
Yeah.
We went out, we came out, and we were near the National. National's a good old spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
National's a great old spot. We came out, and I said to Julie, oh, fuck, we're going to get a cab now. So I went onto the apps, too busy.
Yeah.
Uber, couldn't get an Uber.
Yeah.
There's very few Ubers in Belfast anyway. There's Uber, but there's very few.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there, I'm looking at Julie. I go, so I start flagging cabs down. Knowing people, I said, Julie, you're going to have to flag them down. She goes, why? Because you're a woman on your own, they'll stop for you. So she went out. She went up to a cab and said, oh, can you drop us here? And the guy was like, yeah. And then I just jumped in the back with her. So I had to basically pimp out my missus.
And then he got out of the car and went, no, get it back. You reverse the barrier.
And this is the fare I'll be waiting too.
No. She's getting in her taxi. You get in your own taxi. She's paying for hers. He did the thing you did.
I basically had to use Julie as a sort of a like, here, you go and get it because you're a female.
That's what she's there for. You know what I mean? Get the taxis, love.
But you see what I'm saying?
No, 100%. That is. Look, that's unfortunate.
Because they wouldn't stop for me, but they stopped for her straight away. Because they might go, oh, there's a vulnerable young lady. And next thing she goes, where are you going to? And next thing, 4 lads just turn out, you're taking us as well, mate.
No, they look at you and go, oh, for fuck's sake, it's that dick off the billboard. I'm not taking that guy. I see his face way too much as it is. I don't want to see him in the back of my taxi.
But yeah, I was very disgusted. I've had twice now taxi drivers at the airport have complained about the shortness of the fare, and I'm looking at them going, being a taxi is a lottery.
Yeah.
And some days you get great fares, and some days you get tenner here, fiver here, and you end up,
part of the job, like.
But it's part of the fucking job. That's like it's part of it. It's like that's like a barman going, I don't pour Guinness.
Yeah.
I'll pour every other pint except Guinness.
Yeah.
Can I have a gin and tonic? I only do vodka and tonic, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
I only like to do shots when I'm working. I remember one time I was leaving Belfast City Airport and I collected my friend Brian from there, for he lives in England. And as I'm leaving the car park, I realised I wasn't close enough to put the pound coin in.
Oh, yes, you have to get out of the car.
Well, no. I was like all reverse, blah, blah. There was a taxi man right up my hole doing this. And I was like, oh my God, this guy hasn't got a minute. And so then I go, watch how long it takes me to do this. So I go to put my pound. I then reverse real slowly.
Oh, I love this, Aaron.
No. I go, watch this. I said, watch what I'm about to do here. I go to put my pound in. I purposely slip the pound out of my hand and drop it on the ground. Have to get out of the car. Out of the car. Look at the guy. Wave at him. Sorry, 2 minutes. Get back in the car. Put the pound in again. Leave the barrier ever so slowly. I tell you, nothing got my dick more hard that day than doing that.
Oh, I love when people are like that petty, like, and they're behind you. You look at a taxi driver and go, you telling me you've never disobeyed any fucking rules on the road? You're a fucking taxi driver.
Yeah.
You fucking cut across, you do this. You just stop whenever you want to stop and put the hazards on because you're dropping a fare off. You don't care. You've got your own lane and you won't even stay in the fucking thing.
I love knowing when someone tries to go around you. When 2 lanes are coming into one and they try and go round it dead quick, but they don't make it in time.
And they have to slip back in.
And they have to slip back in behind you.
It's like someone having to put the condom back on, isn't it?
And you see them in
Wouldn't know.
You see them in the mirror and they're like fucking shouting and giving it all that. And you just like slow it right down.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just like go at your own wee leisurely pace. Until you have to turn off, and then you just give them a wee wave like bye.
You set the cruise control to 28 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You just go enjoy that. The next one.
Yeah, I remember once I was driving on the motorway down south. So I'm in the right lane, overtaking. It's 120 kilometres is the speed limit. So I'm doing about 123, 24. And going at a nice steady pace. Cars in front, we're all overtaking. It's nice, smooth. People are keeping at least a car and a half, 2 cars distance. Everyone's doing the right thing. This car right up my fucking hole, like to the point where you can't even see his reg because he's so far up your ass, like. So I spent implementation of strategy 1, which is just slow the fuck down. Do you know? And then he cuts into the left, and as he cuts into the left lane, I just speed back up again.
Yes, love that.
So then every time he comes in behind me again, I just slow it down. So then he goes out, and I'm like, "Don't you fucking intimidate me?
Yeah.
I'll dictate what's happening here."
Yeah.
Because see, the thing is, see if you're in the right hand lane and the traffic's like not busy in front of you or to the side of you, and someone comes right up your ass, like, I move out of the road and I go, look, they're in a hurry, let them go ahead. Like, if they want to go faster than me, go ahead. But if it's like, see, when someone's doing that, when there's like nowhere else for me to go, then
it's symbolic, but like you should always stay in the left lane. When you're driving, you should always be in the left lane. And you should never hog the middle lane. I flash middle lane people, you know.
But do you know, we don't have middle lane culture over in Ireland. In England, it's a way bigger thing, because my mate told me about the phrase middle lane hogging, which is where you just...
you can get penalty points.
In England, yeah. But here, we don't really...
But it's normally we just normally have like 2 lanes, don't we?
That's true. We don't think
about it. We're only a 2-lane country. Like.
We're a 2-lane society, yeah. We don't like to step out of our...
Sinn Féin DUP lane, isn't it?
Yeah. Alliance up the middle.
Alliance right up the middle.
Yeah. But yeah,
we don't have that culture. No. Have you ever had a road rage incident?
Road rage? God, no. And like, look, I had a case before where a van crashed right into the back of me, and even then I was very composed, and I just was like to the guy, "The fuck were you doing?" You know, that sort of way where you're like, what was your thought process?
Yeah.
Like, what? Because he was trying to overtake on a country lane. Like, this is the most bizarre thing ever. Like, he was basically, it was 2 lanes. It wasn't like a dual carriageway motorway. It was like one traffic going both different ways. I'm not exactly going slow. I'm doing the speed limit, say 40 or whatever it was. He, for some reason, is in a rush. Big, stupid, dopey van goes out to overtake me, but just gets his spacing completely wrong. Rams right into the back of me at the corner of my car. And I just go, I felt the shock, and the thought of it was like, holy fuck, what is happening here? And then he gets out, and I stop him, and I'm like, what was that? And he's just like, he was a guy from a foreign country, and he was freaking out, like, because I don't know if he was here legally or whatever, but he was really...
Did he have insurance?
It was through this was the best part of it. It was through a company. It was a company van he was driving. So they had Brandon on the side of it, which was great for me, because I just went...
That's that company. You know who he is.
I just went, well, this is going to be straightforward enough, because I know who your company is, blah, blah, blah. And so we exchanged numbers, and all that. I phoned the police and stuff, a word them, what happened, and blah, blah, blah. The manager of the company phones me and goes, "Oh, I heard you got in an accident with one of my drivers, X, Y, and Z." I said, yeah, I did, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Oh, thanks for apologising, blah, blah, blah." And he was really buttering me up. He was like, "Oh, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Appreciate the phone call, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "So, look, do you want to bring it to a garage and then just invoice me and tell them, and I'll pay for the damage?" And I went, "No, I'm going to go through insurance." And he goes, he was on the phone. He went from nice guy to fucking... dickhead.
What happened?
Immediately? Well, because I was going through the insurance, he obviously didn't want to put it through insurance, because number one, it's going to put his premium up, it's going to put whoever his driver is up, it's going to cause a whole bunch of problems.
You lost the value depreciation of your car, the value depreciation, because it's been in a crash. Like,
not even that. Your fucking guy could have killed me.
Yeah,
but more than anything, I
suppose that's more important.
Yeah, I was thinking about the money, Andrew. But yeah, I was like, hey, your guy near fucking murdered me today. I'm going through insurance, and he was not best.
What did
pleased.
He say?
He was just like, right, well, we'll see. I was like,
oh, we will see, and don't worry, we will see.
We absolutely will see. And so yeah, it got fixed by a proper insurance company.
Did he have insurance?
I believe. Yeah, I don't. He must have. Whatever way they had to do, I don't know what way it works.
Did you put in a claim as well?
Oh yeah, well I didn't know. I didn't do the claim because I'm not a dickhead and I didn't have any injury. So
yeah, but mental injuries, like
no.
Scarring.
My mother always said to me that would always come back to haunt you.
It would. Yeah, you shouldn't put in a claim unless you're like really affected. Like, I've never put in a claim in my life. That's one.
I know. And look, part of you gets a wee bit.
Like, never put in a claim. That's one.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Sorry, Andrew. I was still in the headspace. I was still reliving my trauma.
I got followed into here one time by
me.
Somebody road raging.
Yeah,
because there's a roundabout near here, that when you're coming up to it, you know, usually at a roundabout, if it's got 2 lanes, you stay in the left hand lane if you're going straight.
Yeah.
You only go in the right hand lane if you're going the third or fourth.
Lane exit. 1 is for exit 1 and 2.
Yeah. So, but with this roundabout, it wasn't like left and right lane. It was just one lane, and it went into a slip road off for the left only, and there was a marking, you know, for it. It says like left only.
Yeah.
You know, turn, one of those ones.
Yeah.
So, I'm going straight through this roundabout, so I go to the right hand side. I don't go to the slip road, and I'm about to go straight. The car behind me speeds up and goes into that left lane and tries to go round me to also go straight into an exit that's just one lane. And when I'm going to turn into the exit, he near hits into the back of me and starts bumping the horn, like constantly to me the whole way down the road, like. And so I done the thing of I slowed down and like, and then he's bumping and bumping, and I just stick my finger out the window.
Oh
like,
Jesus!
Oh, Sean, the McDonald's coming out now.
But he followed me the whole way down the road and into here and stuff.
And what happened then?
And parked behind
He works
my
here
car. And he was going like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" Like, and it's like, "They're fucking head into me, you stupid cunt," and all this.
You're
and
like Paddy
Foxy.
Foxy.
What did you say to him?
I was like, "Mate, you were in a left-only lane trying to go straight." I says, "And you tried to overtake me on a roundabout as well." I was like, "You're the fucking idiot.
What did he say?
Drive on." And he's like, "You don't know fucking nothing, kid. Fuck you." Blah,
How old is he?
He was like in his 40s.
I'd have kicked the fuck out of him. That's young though.
Like what? Like late 40s.
That's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Imagine being 40 odd.
Fuck off.
But,
It's all right. We'll
I
get you
don't
home
look at
soon.
that, I don't look
We'll
at
get
that.
you home soon.
But it was-
But were you quite shook from that?
a bit, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like,
That's
what
why
the-
you should always
the
carry
fact
a
that he
knife in your
followed
car.
me in,
Yes.
the fact that he followed me into like the complex now.
I had a guy. Was he big? Fat and bald?
No, he wasn't big.
I'd have gone for him.
Always carry a hurley bat, Sean.
Always carry a Hurley, and you get
Always.
this spray that stings their eyes as well.
Yeah.
Rat poison as well. You just throw that at them. And if you've got kids as well, you can just put them up for adoption.
Yeah, and put a load of mouse traps on his fingers while we're at. I mean, if you're whatever strategy you're creating there.
Listen, everybody who listen, it's good to be back with Aaron this week. Cork and North Live podcast, 4th of June. Please do buy tickets. Tickets are linked on the Spotify and also the YouTube.
Everywhere.
Please follow us online. Please listen to the radio if you can. It's good fun. We're doing that in the mornings. And Aaron's going to be a guest on the radio soon. We'd love it if people come down to fill the room for the podcast. We've about 20 odd tickets left, so please do buy them. And yes, thanks to everybody. We'll see you soon and keep spreading the love. Cheers.